Right, friends, so you should have practiced and done those problems. If you have not, go ahead and go back and do them. And now let's go ahead and go over them so that way we're in a good place for our apply. All right, so again, please remember that you can pause and rewind as needed to make sure that you have appropriate understanding, and make sure you have paper and pencil. Remember, you should be working out these problems and checking your answers with mine as we go to do an error analysis and make sure that we are in a good place. And remember, I'm always available during small group. All right, so the first one was 2 3/10 times 1 8/10. And so if we were to go ahead and set that up, let me write this first. Remember, I'm thinking about it as 23/10 times 18/10. You could have done this in terms of our standard algorithm. Just remember to choose the strategy that best works for you, okay? So we're going over this area model, but if the standard algorithm gets you there and works well for you, use that. All right, so I'd set it up with my 18/10 and my 23/10. Go ahead and get my partial products. Make sure that you pause here to check to make sure you got the correct partial products and what error you may have made. Add them together, which would mean that I would get that 414 for the top. 10 times 10 is 100. So this is 414 hundredths, which I know is 4 and 14 hundredths. Let's keep it going with these next few. So I have 2 and 4 tenths, which I'm going to think as 24 tenths, times my 5 tenths. Again, I'm setting up that area model. I'm just using this top part of my area model this time because I only have a 1-digit factor for my second one. I go ahead and I find my partial products, and then add them together. All right, so I have 220 for that top. 10 times 10 gives me that 100, 2 and 20 hundredths. So remember, this is the fraction form of it. This is the decimal. Both are right, but you may see the different forms on a test. So we want to make sure that it's that we're familiar with both. Let's go over that last one, which was 6 and 6/10 times 2 and 3/10. So I'm going to change that, or rename it rather, to 66/10. And then I'm going to multiply it by that 23/10. Go ahead and set up my area model. I have my 66/10 on my left, my 23/10 on the top. Find those partial products. Remember, to find those partial products, I multiply across and down because I'm finding the area of these rectangles. This is a 6x3 rectangle. This is a 6x20 rectangle, hence the 120. I then add those partial products together to get my 1,518. 10 times 10 gives me 100. 1,518 hundredths is the same as 15 and 18 hundredths. All right, friends, so go ahead and remember to pause, rewind as much as you need to make sure that you understand these practice problems, and you can always talk to me in small group as well, and we can go over them together in a one-on-one or small group setting. Once you're in a good place, we can go ahead and take our apply. Make sure that you're paying attention to it and that you're taking your time.